A little while ago, the Broken Token reached out to us with a review copy of the Scythe box organizer, and Scythe being one of my favorite games of all time, I immediately jumped at the opportunity to take a look at this. Scythe is a phenomenal game. Its insert, well, less phenomenal, not great. But for me, it's always been a question of, do I really want to spend another $50 on a game that I've spent well over $200 on at this point, with the base game, all of the expansions, the upgraded coins, the upgraded tokens, so on and so forth? Is it really worth sinking more money into this game? So, looking at all the stuff that you get in this, you get 10 sheets of wood. It's all perforated. You have to build the pieces for the insert yourself. You get this one-sided sheet of instructions, which reads kind of like an IKEA sheet, if you're familiar with those. It's fairly intuitive, not too much issues in terms of understanding what it's saying. But if you don't like using that, you can look at an assembly video online, which is very helpful in terms of putting together all of this. When I was first pulling out all of the pieces and stuff, the wooden pieces almost feel like you're going to break them when you're popping them out of these sheets. I never had any actual issues with this, but it definitely can make you feel kind of tense when putting it together, because you're nervous about breaking this $50 thing you just got. The pieces do splinter a little bit, but that's not a huge issue, I think, overall. It's not anything that will hurt you. It's just kind of maybe annoying at best. All of the pieces fit together very nice. There is the option to glue everything together, but I opted to not do that, and everything fits very snugly, very neatly. I didn't have any issues with assembly. There was one point where I put in one of the pieces backwards. That can happen if you're not being super careful, because while you're putting the correct piece in the correct slot, if you're putting it in backwards, you'll have issues 20 steps down the road and then have to fix that. It took me about an hour and a half to put it all together. Nothing too difficult or anything like that. And I'm really happy with how everything feels when you're handling it. These inserts for the resource tokens are very nice. They've got the lids that just kind of click in place, so you can store them sideways in the box, and they make great holders for the various components when you're playing the game. The individualized boxes for the different faction pieces makes setup so much easier. You just hand a player their box and they're pretty much ready to go once they get their player sheet. I would say this insert cuts setup in half, easily. Scythe for me would usually take 10 to 15 minutes to set up. Now, 5, maybe 7 minutes. It's just so much nicer. It makes it so that I don't have to worry about getting Scythe to the table anymore, because people aren't so concerned about how long it's going to take to put everything together and putting it back in the box later. It's just very intuitive. It's very quick. It's easy. It makes me feel secure in the fact that all of my pieces are safe when transporting it as well. I'm never worried about any of the pieces being crushed or damaged, because everything fits so neatly in the box. This insert, it's worth noting, holds the base game, the first expansion, Invaders from Afar, and technically it holds the board extension, but that's going to elevate the lid off of the box a little bit. I personally sold my extension because I'd rather not have that extra lip on the box. It does also hold any Kickstarter promos, and I'm pretty confident that it would hold all of the content from Scythe Encounters if you put that in. But it definitely does not hold the content for the Wind Gambit or for Rise of Fenris. Now, the insert is a little expensive, and to some degree you are paying for a brand. The Broken Token is easily the most well-known insert company for board games, but the quality speaks for itself. The wooden pieces smell wonderful every time you open the box, and it just, everything about it feels good. It feels quality. I never have to worry about any of this. Since getting this, I've gotten more inserts from them just because, like, this just feels right. It organizes everything so well, and I'm super happy with the product. And I would recommend this to other people, and I have recommended this to other people. And I'm recommending it to you now. Seriously, if you have Scythe, there's no reason not to get the insert for this game. 100%. Thank you for checking out this review. I really appreciate you clicking on this video. I've done some other videos for this site before, like my review of Tiny Epic Zombies. If that's a game you're interested in checking out, feel free to see my review on it. And I've also done written reviews, podcasts, all that kind of stuff. We have a ton of awesome content on the Cardboard Herald, so be sure to check us out at thecardboardherald.com. And until next time, I don't know. I'll see you later. Bye. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcast, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.